I wait all week to post this video yesterday, and the day I posted, the New York Knicks go and do me like that. We finally got our coach.
Take that for data.
We officially signed David Fizdale. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we have our future coach. Now, there's so many things that are good about this signing of David Fizdale, and there's also some things that could be a little iffy, a little bit worrisome, but we're going to get into that very briefly here in this video. Guys, a lot of times in the past, the Knicks would do these kind of things where we would have like Doc Rivers in the open market, or a lot of these big time coaches, and then we would go with a Derek Fisher, then we would go with a Jeff Hornacek, and you know how those kinds of things go. This time we have these kind of prospects available, like a Budenholzer, like a David Fizdale, and we actually picked up our first option. We followed our gut and we went with our first option. Now, I'm not saying, and I know a lot of people are very excited about this, me being one of them, but I'm not going to sit here and say that David Fizdale is going to single-handedly save the Knicks. This is going to be a great signing, but we still have to wait and see. Here are some of the negative things that we need to be aware of with David Fizdale. Now, number one, David Fizdale is he's only coached for 2 full seasons. He's been an assistant coach his whole entire career, and he had one semi-successful season with the Grizzlies, and then like part of a not so successful season with the Grizzlies. But let's talk about what I'm excited about. Hopefully I want to hear what you guys are excited about in the comments below. We have a coach that has the kind of player that he was looking for. What a lot of people don't realize is what happened, the fallout that he had with the Grizzlies is that he wanted to see Marc Gasol become more of a shooter rather than just being a post presence. And Marc Gasol wasn't liking that. Marc Gasol thought he was changing his game, all this other stuff. But look who he has now. Look who his star player is now. David Fizdale has proven that he is good with youth as an assistant coach. And even with that team that made the playoffs the first time, yes, they were led by Zebo, they were led by Marc Gasol, Michael Conley, but a lot of these other guys these no names that were balling out in that first round of the playoffs, like JaMychal Green, Deontay Davis, you know, they what's his name, Jarnell, Jarrell, or whatever his name is, Martin, or whatever his name is. He is good at tapping potential out of youth. And look at the team we have, and look at the potential path that we're going on right now. We need a coach that can do that. I'm also hearing rumors that we could possibly bring in Mike Woodson as his assistant. Like, what? If that happens, are you kidding me? Mike Woodson would be a great pickup on this because he's great with players. Mike Woodson is a great player guy, and he's a great defensive guy. That would be a dream of mine. If we can steal him from the Clippers and put him on that's it. That's all I want. Like right now, Scott Perry is officially me in 2K. Like sign, seal, deliver. I don't want to hear anything else. Only thing that's left is us drafting Mikal Bridges. I'm still praying. This really is going to be a great signing for us. You know, I know a lot of people wanted Mark Jackson. A lot of people wanted Jeff Van Gundy, Jerry Stackhouse, a lot of those guys. But to be honest, I feel like this was the best case scenario for the likes of players like Frank Ntilikina, Kristaps Porzingis, and Tim Hardaway Jr. Like these young guys that have potential to be a star, be leaders for this team. David Fizdale is the kind of guy that will capture their drive, and be able to hone that and use that for us in the future. There's also the meme going on now that we got David Fizdale, we became one of LeBron James's prime spots to go to. Now, I've said in a few videos ago, I feel like we are a good fit and a sleeper for LeBron James, but I'm not going to jump on that bandwagon until he is done with this season, because as you know, LeBron is mouth shut until he signs the next contract. But I'm just saying, this does help our chances a little bit. I know a lot of you guys don't want LeBron. I know we want to go through. We can still grow, because the thing is, it's not like he's really bumping anybody else, because he'd be coming in our weakest position. He'd be signing on as our small forward when we don't really have any of the small forwards on the team. Even if we get him Mikal Bridges, he can help him grow, and we're gonna have LeBron James for what, maybe a season or two or whatever, until he goes somewhere else again. You know how it works. I think it would be good for us to have that and establish us as a winning culture. I just don't want us to sign him and then jump into the whole signing a bunch of old men that aren't going to stay with the team and all that kind of stuff. But I blabbed enough. I really am happy about this signing. I want to hear what you guys have to say in the comments below. I know this video is semi-similar to the last video because I was talking about a lot of this stuff, not expecting us to make the signature right now, but we did when we got David Fizdale. In my brain, that is phase 1 complete. Also, shout out to the Knicks, man. We are one of the first and one of the only organizations with predominantly African-American front office. We have Scott Perry, Steve Mills as our president and GM. We have a head coach, David Fizdale, who is also African-American. We're not sure who he's gonna have on his staff. Our staff is very diverse, and I'm loving that. You know, there's not any other teams that you could say that are in that realm. I mean, you know, Toronto's probably the next best thing with Dwayne Casey and Masai Ujiri. You know, I think that's such an important thing for the league, and I think that's a cool step forward, especially with our owner James Dolan, who's not known to be a progressive guy. So shout out to us. I feel like for the first time in a long time, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Not saying that there's a light for a championship just yet. I just want us to be a playoff team again, and then we can go from there, build from there. And it just feels good. It feels like we actually have a future. We're in a good place right now, so I'm happy. Want to hear what you guys have to say in the comments below. Let me know if you're happy, if you're upset, who you wanted. Let me know all the good stuff. Again, if you guys didn't hear in the last video, I will be selecting comments out of these last few videos, and I'll be making a big video responding to what you guys have to say about what we should be doing with the team, how we should be making trades, how we should build, blah blah blah, so on and so forth, because I do see your comments and I do want to have a better connection with you guys. So your comments mean a lot to me. Hit them up in the comments below. Love y'all. We got a coach. We got a good coach. I'm out here. I'll see you guys in the next video. We out.